All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. All right, so CPI data has come back worse than expected. CPI data has come back worse than expected. It looks like stocks took a tank. I'm a little sick, so it's probably not going to be, I'm not going to be here that long, probably like 10 to 12 minutes. But let's cover what the market has done. It says, as of February 12th, financial markets are exhibiting cautious sentiment in response to recent economic data and policy. So first, the stock market, the S&P index experienced a slight decline, closing down 0.3%, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 0.5%. The NASDAQ composite remained relatively unchanged. These movements were influenced by an unexpected rise in January's Consumer Price Index, which increased by 0.5% from the previous month and 3.3% year over year, surpassing economists' expectations of 0.3% monthly gain and a 2.9% annual increase. This higher inflation data has led to speculation that the Federal Reserve may delay anticipated interest rate cuts. And remember, the new administration wants more interest rate cuts, but it looks like inflation is getting out of control or going higher, maybe not getting too out of control, but it is going higher. So remember, we were increasing interest rates as inflation was getting out of control, and as deflation, as it was trying to get to that 2%. Because remember, Jerome Powell was saying, "Oh, I want to get it to closer to that 2% mark." Then that's when we started decreasing interest rates last year, and just recently he kept rates steady. But who knows? People want interest rates to decrease, and it's kind of sending the market to giving the market some volatility. It says additionally, BNP Paribas strategists have identified potential gray swan events that could significantly impact the market, including a possible U.S. technology stock crash, changes in Federal Reserve leadership, and a sharp rise in U.S. Treasury yields. Investors are advised to consider protective strategies in the light of these risks. Yeah, and I think that's all these things are, in my opinion, going to send the stock market into volatility. Yeah, it'll have an effect on crypto, but I think the narrative this year is we are in a crypto bull market. Oh, don't tell me this thing. I've already put it to 70p. I'm not sure why it's freezing. This is kind of annoying. So yeah, I think for the stock market, that's the narrative. These recent economic events are going to be affecting the stock market, but I still think we're on for the bull market for crypto. I don't think that's going to change, and I still think we're still going to get some rate cuts this year. We'll probably get some economic data that comes in that supports a rate cut for maybe the next month or so, and we'll see. But let's take a look at the sentiment in the crypto market. Bitcoin's price briefly dipped below 95,000 amid renewed inflation concerns, but has since rebounded to approximately 97. That's true. It dipped a little bit because of the news, and now when we look at the charts, we'll take a look at the charts here soon, you'll see that it's rebounded. Other cryptocurrencies have shown mixed performances. For instance, Ethereum's trading at around 2685, reflecting a 2.89 increase from the previous close. This overall crypto market sentiment remains cautious as investors assess the implications of rising inflation and potential delays in interest rate cuts. Yeah, I honestly think that we're just going to get the bull market for crypto. That's not going to change, and you'll see as more money gets into the space, the fact that a lot of these crypto assets are scarce are going to start playing a role. I think the only reason why we take these Fed inflation, all this stuff into consideration when it comes to crypto prices is because the market cap was so low that is my thing freezing? I gotta check this again. But the market cap of the whole crypto market is so low that it could be influenced by what happens with the Fed and things like that. So yeah, I think the bull market is still on for crypto. I honestly think February, we still have like 2-3 weeks left in February, and I think it's going to be a real great month. So yeah, but let's read this. So inflation data, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. So let's take a look at some of these charts and then I'll be done because I am sick. All right, so obviously we saw that BTC fell to 95,000 and it quickly rebounded. I think that this was off the news and things like that. And again, like you have a lot of people on crypto Twitter saying, "Oh, well, quantitative easing." The whole purpose of crypto is so it's not affected by any of this, right? So that's typically the year after the halving. That's typically when you see just crypto do its own thing, because you got to take that into consideration. If the Fed increases the money supply or decreases the money supply or touches interest rate, that affects the dollar, right? Now, obviously, it could affect inflows into cryptocurrency, but overall, these assets are scarce, so it really doesn't have too much of effect, in my opinion, long term. All right. Let's see. But yeah, altcoins obviously took a little dip too, but honestly, I looked at my portfolio and it looks like altcoins bounced back pretty quickly. So it wasn't anything catastrophic. Honestly, I think we're actually up on some of the altcoins that I'm on in. So yeah, let's take a look at Yahoo Finance and let's see. Dow leads stocks lower as inflation rate accelerates. So the S&P fell lower, Dow fell lower, Russell, crude, gold, and this is all expected because of the CPI data, right? Everybody was waiting for the CPI data. It came worse than what expected, and now prices are down. So if we look though, I think Dell finished up today. Like it had a sell off in the beginning. It bounced back. So yeah, let's look at Nvidia. Nvidia held pretty steady. I mean, a slight sell off and then bounced back and then some consolidation for the day. Tesla. Tesla didn't do that bad, in my opinion. Held up pretty good. But Tesla's been falling for the last week or so, or last month, just been falling. So it really didn't do that bad today. But overall, for the month, probably not that good, right? All right, yeah, that's pretty much it for the market. I mean, CPI data didn't come back that good. Again, inflation is looking like it's getting out of control. So honestly, this actually, I'm actually thinking that the crypto bull market will probably top. Well, I mean, we could have a bounce back in October, but I think there's a good possibility we do top out in April, and then people sell in May, and then maybe we get a little bounce back, and that's pretty much it. And then we go into that recession that everybody's talking about. So I think it's going to be a good time to be in cash, and at the end of the year, But definitely, if you're in the crypto market, I would definitely take advantage of the bull market. Take profits off the table. Don't try to get too greedy, and make sure you make some money this cycle, right? All right, guys, I'm sick, so I'm not going to stay on that long, but that was just an update. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.